we're going to explain how to check in a document on SharePoint. 1. First, open the SharePoint site and navigate to the document library containing the file you want to check in. 2. Locate the document. You can use the search bar if needed. 3. Click on the document's name to open it. If you've made edits, you'll likely see it opened in the appropriate program, like Word or Excel. Once you're happy with your changes, you need to save the document. Make sure all your changes are saved locally before proceeding. Now, look for the check-in option. Its location can vary slightly depending on your SharePoint version and how your site is configured, but usually, you'll find it in either a ribbon at the top, a menu that appears when you right-click the file, or within the document's properties. 6. Click Check-in. 7. You'll often be given a choice to add a comment explaining your changes. This is really helpful for collaboration and tracking revisions, so use this feature. Briefly describe your edits. After adding your comment, or skipping it if there's no option, click the button to finalize the check-in. That's it. Your document is now checked back into the SharePoint library, making it the most up-to-date version and unavailable for others to edit until someone else checks it out. Remember that if you have multiple versions, the check-in process makes your current version the newest one. 10. If you encounter difficulties, check your SharePoint version's help documentation or support resources. Different versions might have slightly different interfaces, but the basic steps remain consistent. And for those familiar with workflows and approvals, remember that checking in a document often triggers any associated workflows, such as sending it for review or approval. So, be mindful of these processes. 12. If you happen to be working offline and your edits are not saving because of connection issues, you'll need to ensure you have the correct offline synchronization configured with your SharePoint site before starting this process. Always make sure your changes are saved locally before you try to check in the document.